Welcome to part 2 of our 2-part episode exploring the Ikebukuro neighborhood. In part 1, we had some awesome tendon, did some home cooking, picked up some items from a 100-yen shop to help us organize at home, had some amazing barbecue, and started to make our way to Sunshine City, which is where we'll pick up to start episode 2.
The Ikebukuro section of Tokyo, one of the things you should definitely check out is Sunshine City. Sunshine City was built in the 1970s and it started off as basically like 4 large buildings, and it just kept growing and growing, and it's not just the buildings anymore, it's all underground and it spreads out into a giant web, and you can really get lost in here.
Yes, and I feel like we almost have.
We almost have. One of my favorite factoids about Sunshine City is that it was built on prison land.
Yeah, there's so much to see and do here at Sunshine City, and it's interesting because it was one of the early examples of a city within a city. You can live here, work here, shop here, and you never have to leave Sunshine City. It's pretty cool. You don't have to leave. The cinema, amusement park, entertainment, like everything. Aquarium, planetarium, hotel, office buildings. I'm sure we're forgetting stuff. There's a shopping center, as Nicole mentioned, down in the basement. It's massive. When
I heard that it was built in the 1970s, I had this image in my mind that was going to be all old and decrepit and falling apart. But I think they must have had a massive renovation lately because it feels brand spanking new.
Yeah, the mall area does. Yeah, for sure. Outside's feeling a little bit dated, but inside definitely. And we were just walking up the steps of one of the sections here, and they had these really cute little miniature houses.
It reminded me of England.
Yeah, kind of like little village scenes set within the stairs, and some of them are decorated for Halloween, which is really cool. There's a lot of Halloween stuff going on in Japan, in Tokyo, that you can check out when you're here. But yeah, we're gonna go inside and look at the planetarium, look at the aquarium, check out the amusement park, and we're sitting right beside the big tower, the office tower. There must be some condominiums up on this as well. This was, when it was built, it was reputed to be the tallest building in all of Asia.
Yeah, it is tall.
Yeah, but it is no longer the tallest by a long shot. So let's go inside there to Sunshine City and check out some of its attractions. Sunshine City is a large complex, which can be a little daunting to navigate. Here's some tips to help you figure it out. It's made up of 4 buildings and an underground shopping area, and you will likely ignore most of it. The big skyscraper we mentioned is called Sunshine 60 Building, and it's mainly office space, so you likely won't venture in here unless you're heading up to the observation deck for a view, or perhaps looking for a place to eat in the Sky restaurant floors right under the observation deck. A second building houses the Prince Hotel, which unless you're staying here, you'll probably avoid as well. You'll also find the Bunka Kaiken building, which you'll likely skip unless you plan to go to the theater or the small museum it houses. That leaves the World Import Mart building and the underground shopping area called Alpa. This is where all the action is and where you'll probably spend your time if you visit Sunshine City. World Import Mart is where you'll find the aquarium, planetarium, a couple floors of shopping called Alta, the Namco Namja Town theme park, and Mazaria, a futuristic looking VR arcade. But if you came for shopping, you'll want to visit the Alpa shopping area. There is a good mix of stores with a few notable mentions. If you are a Pokemon fan, you will no doubt be excited to find the Pokemon Center Mega Tokyo store, which is a Pokemon lover's haven, full of cool character statues and obviously loaded with all kinds of Pokemon merchandise, not to mention the swarms of other Pokemon fans crowding the always busy store. If you are a Peanuts fan, you'll also find the Ikebukuro location of Snoopy Town, a shop filled with all things Snoopy. Both shops would make a great place to pick up a souvenir if you have a Pokemon or Snoopy fan in your life. Sunshine City is definitely a fun and lively place to visit with loads to do. It would be a great place to visit on a rainy day in Tokyo. We're done Sunshine City. Wow, that place really wore us out. It is a city within a city. It is massive. We can totally understand how you could live there and never have to leave. They just have everything under the sun in Sunshine City. But we are done. Like I said, that wore us out. We need to go back and regroup. But before we do, we have to stop into the grocery store, pick up a few things. We feel like cooking at home again tonight for dinner. So let's go over to the grocery store, the massive one we found, and pick up some stuff. The grocery store wore us out just that much more. It was also crammed, really busy in there. But Nicole's meal last night got me inspired to do something that's not just open a box and throw it in a pot of boiling water. So I'm going to cook up something tonight similar to what she did yesterday. I'm really looking forward to that. And she is going to do chicken wings. She picked up some chicken wings and she's been looking forward to doing some chicken wings here for the whole week basically. So we're excited about dinner, but we want to get home and just relax for a while. It is Saturday, and actually I haven't had a coffee yet. I'm starting to get a headache, and it's because I'm addicted. I'm addicted to caffeine. I need it, I crave it, and that's the first thing I'm going to be doing when we walk through the door. So we're almost home now, and we'll see you at dinner, I guess, and we might head out after dinner and check out something we saw earlier today that's going on tonight. One of the things I was curious about as we were coming up to the trip and wanting to keep an eye out for once we got here was, what kind of preparations have they been doing for the Olympics? Like, I know that they're building things and putting infrastructure in place, but I'm talking more about the people. How are they preparing the people for the onslaught of tourists coming in? And how are they preparing the tourists for all the Japanese customs that they are going to have to be aware of? Well, earlier today we were walking through one of the main shopping streets here where all the restaurants and shops are, and caught this on one of the massive TV screens overlooking the square. Enjoy.
Question number 2. Where should you stand when riding an escalator in Japan? A. Stand in the middle. B. Stand on the right side. C. Stand on the left side. 3, 2, 1. This is a battle against me. What's gonna happen? Oh, hey, boss! Hello, this is a team battle. DC versus what will happen here? Oh my goodness! B. Stand on the right side, and C. Stand on the left side.
Dinner is on the go. We are making dinner. Nicole has her wings in the toaster oven. They are looking pretty good, getting crispy, and I'm about ready to fry up my meal. Let me show you what I'm making. I got some of this nice marbled beef, and I'm gonna fry that up with onions, garlic, and one of these massive green onions, and 3 different types of mushrooms. Let's take a peek in the toaster oven and see how Nicole's wings are looking. Oh boy, those are looking good. It's a weird toaster oven. It just has basically a timer. There's no temperature control. It's a 900 watt toaster oven. And we have our rice here, has cooked, and it's keeping warm on the keep warm cycle. All right, let's get this stove going. I'll show you how the stove works. It's slightly scary. So we turn this gas on, and then we hold this button down until a flame appears, which sometimes doesn't work. So let's take this off. Vent out some of that gas so we don't explode the apartment. And let's try again here. There we go. I'm gonna use some of this 7-Eleven olive oil. Pretty fancy. Okay, onions going. Once those soften up, And I'm gonna go with the garlic, then the mushrooms, then the green onions. Then I'll take it all out of the pan, fry up the beef, mix it all together, then sauce it up. Garlic's gone into the onions already. Mushrooms here are now starting to saute and cook up. I think I'll save the green onions to go on last after the beef is cooked. So once these are reduced down a bit, then it's time to empty this out and cook the beef in here. Mushroom and onion mixture is done. It's time to throw the beef in. Fry this up until it's cooked. Doesn't look like it's going to take very long. Throw the mushroom onions back in, put some sauce, and we'll be good to go. Beef's done. In goes the mushrooms and the onions. And then I'm gonna plate up. I think this dish turned out. It smells incredible, and I'm salivating here just staring down at it, filming it for you. But I'm gonna dive in and give it a try now. That beef is nicely shaved. It's really thinly cut, so it's really tender. When I was cooking it, a lot of the fat was rendering out, and that's added a nice flavor throughout with the mushrooms and the onions. I can't wait to get to the rice underneath. It will have soaked up all the juices coming out of the meat and the onions and the mushrooms. And the sauce I added with some soy sauce, a little bit of sesame oil, and then a sesame sort of creamy sauce. Just added a bit of that into this. I can see why Nicole is getting into the cooking at home mode. This is really good. And I got a bottle of sake to go along with it. So I'm really looking forward to just sitting here with Nicole, who's chowing down on her wings, watching some YouTube and relaxing on this Saturday evening. So we will catch up with you after dinner. Nicole is gonna give you a verdict on her wings. And yeah, I'm gonna put you down. I'm gonna start eating. My dinner was really good. I enjoyed that. I gobbled that up very quickly. I did offer you to try it if you wanted.
You were busy inhaling yours.
I was.
I didn't want to go near your dish.
It was very good. How was your wings?
My wings were not as successful as hoping to be. Primarily because I did not have a big enough cooking tray or cooking tray. So all my wings were really squished together. I had to really baby them. So the cooking process took a lot longer.
Well, you are fed.
They were still very tasty. I just did not enjoy the cooking process, but they tasted like the flavor and everything was good. But if I had to be honest, I've definitely made more successful wings in the past. But my soup was good. My soup was super easy. All I did was chop some garlic, green onions in, and sauteed them a bit, toss the mushrooms in, and then as my secret ingredient, I just used a pre-made onion soup. Tossed that in, and it was very good.
Oh, well, dinner is done, and we are dressed. We're gonna head out. It's almost 10 o'clock. Is it almost 10 or almost 9? Almost 9. But we're gonna go out for a bit of a walk, even though I just want to crawl into bed and sleep.
Yeah, your eyes are droopy.
Yeah, I'm feeling super tired.
Don't worry, the cold air will pep you up.
Probably.
If not, I'll pep you up. A couple of snacks and you could be good to go.
Oh boy. All right, let's get outside and see what we can find. There was some kind of night market supposed to be going on tonight. That's what we're out there looking for.
Market ends at 8.
That's barely night. That's more like late evening. That's very frustrating.
Ikebukuro, you and your night market. You and your promise of a night market.
Yeah, it's about almost 9 o'clock, or I guess it's 9 o'clock now, but no night market for us.
All the shops are packed up, or the little stalls have packed up.
We saw this earlier today. We happened upon a little park, and part of this, whatever this is, was set up in this park, and we kind of walked around and checked it out. And then we continued on our way to Sunshine City, and we came across more.
Yeah.
There were some on the street, and that's where we walked to tonight. but a little bit too late. That's a bit unfortunate.
At least we're in Tokyo though.
Yeah,
this is still a very exciting walk.
Yeah, I mean, as you can see from our faces, we're standing right in front of a very bright video screen that's flashing a lot of video. A lot of bright video.
Even though the market's gone, everybody's still out to have a good time.
Yeah, I mean, it's
still a lot of energy in the street.
It's still relatively early. It's only 9 o'clock. So let's just walk around a little bit, see what we see, and we'll share with you some of the scenes here in Ikebukuro. As we were walking around, we came across a liquor store. We love going into liquor stores and grocery stores just to explore and see what kinds of stuff they have on offer that's different than what we have at home. I've kind of had a hankering for umeshu, which is plum wine, so I found a bottle of that and picked it up. And now we're just walking around this little neighborhood close to a place I'm hoping to get started going to, which is a sports club. It's like a gym. It's a public gym. Doesn't require a membership, and I've done quite a bit of research trying to find a place I could go work out while here, but finding a place like a proper paid gym seemed like it wasn't going to work out because you'd have to sign a contract. But this place here is a pay per use type of thing, and now that I'm kind of over my cold, I'm gonna start coming here. And it's about a 15-minute walk from our place, so not super ideal, but not too bad. But we just happened over here tonight, so we're just gonna go check it out. We didn't bother going over because it closes in a few minutes, and we have to navigate this kind of like walkway system here. You can kind of see a little bit behind me that goes over highway and train tracks and then comes back down over on the other side to the building which has the sports center in it. So I'm gonna have to check it out another time, probably when I start going, hopefully on Monday. So this area here is pretty crazy. The highway system is double-deckered, and there's trains here. I can hear them, can't see them, but yeah, it's pretty hectic over here. Check out the double-decker highway system. 1, 2, and then the main road here. So I think we're gonna just start heading back. You ready to get back home?
You know what's so crazy?
What?
That there's just people everywhere. This isn't like a big tourist hub. We are kind of on the side of like Ikebukuro, and there's just still like restaurants and just like random shops, and people are there. People are everywhere.
It's true.
I love it.
There are a lot of people living here.
I like that I feel like I'm never alone.
Yeah. Yeah, you're never alone here, that's for sure. And as we were walking towards the sports club, we came across a little shrine, which was totally unexpected, right beside the train tracks, just past the liquor store. And it was actually pretty big.
It is.
From the front of it, it looked small, but as you walked around the side,
it just kept going.
Yeah, it got bigger.
I'm glad we came out at nighttime because you usually don't see those shrines lit up from the inside, and they look really beautiful and really cozy.
Yeah. Let's start making our way back. As we were walking home, the Golden Arches called us in. Nicole was craving an apple pie. If you followed our previous videos in Japan, you'll know that we had many apple pies for breakfast, no less, when we were in Tokyo for I think 5 nights or 9 nights. I don't remember on that trip, but basically we were having apple pies every day for a week, and that's because they deep fry their apple pies still here. They don't bake them like at home, so they're extra good. But I ventured off the beaten path a little bit and tried something different, and I'm already regretting it because this thing is small. It's much smaller than the apple pie. The pictures are not representative of what I actually got. It's some kind of chocolate pie with a white filling. Maybe it's roughly the same size. It looks more like tar than it does chocolate. It's very black. but let's give it a try. So it's a triangle instead of the normal apple pie shape. As you can see, it's very flaky. And I did not hit filling yet. This is very reminiscent of something.
Croissant?
Kind of croissant-like, but not as buttery, not as moist. It's a bit dry on the end there. And I don't get any chocolate flavor. Oh, there we go. It's like the cream in the middle of this was in a little sack or something, because it looked black, and then when I squeezed it, it kind of popped and oozed out, as you saw. The filling's pretty good, actually. It's like cookies and cream flavored filling, and it has little chunks of cookie in it, like tiny little bits of cookie. But the vessel in which the cream has come is not very good. Well, I think I should have got an apple pie. Next time I'll get an apple pie. You didn't fall victim like I did to weird rando chocolate cream filled pies.
I knew what was what. This is tried, tested, and true. And to be honest, I think I got a real problem with this because I think I'm addicted to it. I just can't get enough of it. And I can eat it morning, noon, or night. And this one is, I know this one's going to be extra good because it came right out of the fryer. So it's like hot to the touch. It's very crispy and it's so fresh. And how much was this thing? 100 yen?
Yes.
Oh my god. Let's get more.
I love the packaging of the apple pie.
I love how you don't have to touch the product.
Yeah, it's very, very smart the way you rip open the tab and it just kind of peels and the top peels open and the top cups off.
And it's its own container.
Yeah, and I could not resist getting an apple pie, so
I wasn't going to share mine,
No,
that's why.
I had to get my own.
That filling is so satisfying.
I don't know what I was thinking. I lost my mind earlier,
Ooh.
but I've come back down to the land of the sane. They are really good. The deep frying makes all the difference. Like
Yeah.
at home, why do they bake them? Well, I know why they bake them, but it just ruined the taste.
Yeah.
Let's eat these before they get cold and then get me home and put me to bed. Thank you so much for watching and exploring Ikebukuro neighborhood with us. If you enjoyed part 2, please give the video a thumbs up, and if you want to continue to follow our adventures in Japan, hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell so you don't miss a future episode. We'll see you next week.